That shit, we got the 4.5 XD with the lemon ski. Let's see what we got.
It's not called a lemon squeeze. It's a grip safety.
I'm Tracy Douglas. My stage name is a T-Mac.
I'm Eric Feiteira, Feiteira's Landscaping and Lawn Care.
You know we got jdas in the building, man. Artist, rapper, TikToker, all that good shit.
It's your boy Otae, you already know what it is. Straight out Detroit, gonna spit some shit to y'all.
Singleton, photographer, videographer, representing Fracture Frequencies Media. Yeah.
Okay. Everybody here on their own business, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
What's been the hardest part about putting everything together?
I'm gonna say accepting that your peoples ain't gonna help you. You feel me? Like accepting that your best friends, your brothers or your sisters ain't gonna be there for you. They don't have the vision like you do.
So what keep you going?
Cause I believe in that shit. I believe in my shit. You know, fuck it.
Strangers.
Strangers?
Strangers.
For sure.
Really.
Shit, my whole family just keep me going.
The whole
I think
family?
my faith keeps me going.
Okay, for sure.
You know, I got sober 37 years ago. When I was young, I was a heathen. I mean, total. I was a member of the Outlaws. In 87, I come to the realization alcohol was going to kill me. And I ran into this guy 6 years ago and helped him stay sober. But my faith keeps me going. Because if you have a business, it's always about the money. It is. I mean, we got to survive. You just can't have a business and then eat off the street, you know? So you have to be creative. You have to be aggressive. But you have to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, who are you going to believe in other than God?
What made you want to get sober?
Well, the judge.
Gotta do it.
He admitted that I had managed to finagle my paperwork. In fact, I had one DUI, first one, that was no big deal. Second one was a little bit worse because, I had a bad experience. The third one was worse than the second because I assaulted 3 police officers, took their guns. So I had 14 felony charges. It was a mess. And I can use his name, Judge Maxson. He's deceased now. He called me down to the court, kicked his bailiff out of his chambers, and he locked the door. And he showed me his case. You know, he was wondering why 6 months later he hadn't had a pretrial. Well, most people that have been in trouble know it's 90 days, or you can get it. Oh my God. Or you can get it dismissed, right? The thing is, I thought I had it going on, right? Well, he pulls this other case out from Judge Rulak. It says, it looks like you're going to be doing some time, but I'll make you a deal. What he did, he said, if you'll go to treatment, go to jail for 30 days, try to turn your life around, I'll talk to Judge Rulak. Now, the same day, he's got this all set up. Judge Rulak's court has got my docket. The guys I assaulted, 2 deputy sheriff and a statey, are there. And I go upstairs because he tells me to. And the judge calls my name and I get up. And I know these guys are standing there and they get up. And Judge Rulak goes, this case is going to be deferred to Judge Maxson court, and he slams that thing down. I took one look at those cops, and I ran. I found the elevator, it goes straight back downstairs, got in Judge's chambers and locked the door, because I'm sure they were going to come after me. But that judge saved my life, because my second DUI was not good, but the third DUI, I flipped a car. It didn't hurt me, but I'm trying to flip it back. That's when these cops got involved trying to yank me out of the car, and I literally decked all 3 of them. So,
Try to flip it back.
you just can't You can't be that way and fit in society. Look at today's society. People are doing stupid stuff. Do you think they fit in? Do you think they would be prosperous in this group that we're in? No. They don't have a purpose. They just want to be angry. I'm turning this thing off, man. I can't even get a moment's peace. This is what happens when you're my age. Most people don't figure me out at 74, but every Medicare advisor wants the same job. That's all I got to say. You gotta have faith.
So far as all y'all doing your businesses, what do you want to see happen for your business?
I want to see my business grow. I want to be able, because right now I got like all my homeboys working for me, you know what I'm saying, trying to help them out, trying to get them sober and get them out the streets. It was hard enough for me, so I know, you know what I'm saying, and I did it by myself. I ain't have nobody. I sat in prison for 2 years with no help, you know, nobody. I got the TMRC, that's when I met her, Michelle, and she's been helping me keep my life straight, you know what I'm saying? So I just been trying to give all my homeboys a chance that I never had, you know
That's
what I'm saying? And it's going right now, like, I got 43 accounts, like, it's going, you know what I'm saying? So.
Is it hard to work with your friends?
Yeah.
Okay.
Real hard.
For sure. Yeah, in business, it's hard to bring family in because they think you owe them something.
Always.
I think they gotta get the deal, the little cut.
Yeah, they gotta get the best out of everything.
Either that or they take your shit, right?
Yeah. Somebody's been coming over one ball with me. They took my weed eater heads the other day off of all my weed eaters, bro.
Damn. That's a hell of a leg.
Right. That's like
jdas,
$50
what you
a pop,
see?
You know what I'm saying, to replace it.
What was the question again?
What's your future? What you want? What is your main goal for your music?
It's like not only living off of it, but using it as a door to get into other shit. Acting, I'm modeling, all the other avenues I want to do. You feel me? So it's really my breakthrough.
So what's your real passion? Acting or the
It's
music?
music.
It's music?
Music first, but everybody say I'm funny, and I'm a silly dude. You feel me? So I might as well take advantage of that too when I'm in them kind of situations.
Okay.
You feel me?
For sure. What's the goal before the end of the year?
Just more music out, more revenue off it, more streams, more videos. There's a lot more work that need to be done to establish my name more.
Manifest.
Yeah, especially in other states where I got fans at, not just my state.
Otae, what about you?
We need America.
Shit. I plan on trying to get my family, you know, out the slums. That's what everybody want to do, you feel me? But my main goal behind it all, trying to leave a message behind for not just my kids, but kids of the future type shit.
Okay.
Everything I spit is a story. It's like I've been through it, I've seen this shit, or I know someone who's been through it themselves, and they trying to teach you a lesson on it. So you have to pay attention and you let the shit go past you. That's my whole goal. As far as that, maybe leave a legacy going for my son for sure. But most definitely it.
What about you?
I know I made it when I do a shoot with Doja Cat. You feel me?
Okay.
Like I'm cool. I know I made it there, you know. And she like, which way you want me to, you know? Yeah.
Talk your
No,
shit,
I got 2 daughters, man. So really, my goal, just in period, is just to see them happy, man. Let them, show them a way where we ain't gotta work with the grain. We ain't gotta be puppets. You know what I'm saying? Like you can do anything you want for real. Like all I do is photography. So they see a pure entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? Getting it out the mud. So I want to show them that. School is cool. Go to school. Do what you need to do. But don't feel like you gotta stick with that. You know what I'm saying? Don't think you can do whatever you want. Basically. So that's my goal.
Okay.
That's what I'm showing.
As far as all y'all in business, what's the craziest thing that ever happened to y'all? What happened having a shoot? What was the craziest thing that happened? Your mind was blown.
Man, honestly, man, nothing too crazy has happened, and I'm, thank God, I wish I could knock on some wood, right, man. Because you about to jinx me, some crazy shit gonna happen next week at a wedding or something. But I think, like, me personally, man, I think my camera went bad one time during a wedding in, like, Florida or something. And I'm like sweating all over the camera. It's like 90, 100 something degrees out there. It's crazy. I'm sweating all over the camera, and I'm panicking trying to switch SD cards and all types of shit. I'm dropping it and everything. But other than that, no, nothing too crazy, man. I wish I had a story for y'all, but no, man. I like to keep my straightforward. Get this money, get out.
For sure. What about you, Otae? What's the craziest thing you seen at a show?
Shit, you was there that day. That crackhead was dancing his ass off in the middle. I with some moves I ain't never seen. He said, like he was getting down. Besides that shit, maybe when we all got locked in one of the fucking shows because somebody thought somebody was taking shit.
Oh, yeah.
That was a crazy moment for me.
Y'all do lock doors?
Niggas
gonna leave.
Niggas thought somebody was still
Ain't
in
nobody leave this motherfucker.
They shots and shit.
Right.
I know one time I was performing. Usually I kind of look like this when I'm performing, right? I'm up there doing my thing. I'm in front of the stage. I jdas, ooh. Pants go straight to my ankles.
Oh.
Straight to the ankle. I had to pull it up. I'm looking like, y'all saw the pumper. My bad. I had to keep going.
All right. For sure, you had any crazy yard experiences yet?
Oh man, I've had a lady, literally her and her husband come outside and yell at my guys for when they cut the grass, they blew the grass clippings in their yard. And we blow everything, you know, back in the yard as we cut. And they were literally following them around the whole yard. I had to go back there and be like, look, you want us to cut your yard for free? No, we fertilize our yard. Like, some man, I deal with all kinds of crazy stuff every day.
You definitely get you a few Karens throughout the week.
Nah, for
Man.
sure.
I done ran into some Karens on some shoes. Somebody called the cops on me for doing a cemetery shoot during the Halloween thing. Got like 3-4 cars pull out. This is me and 3-4 little shorties. I ain't got nothing. Like, I'm like, damn, I put their hands up and everything, did the sign of the cross and everything.
You know buried here.
That's good.
And it's like, you know, all my guys, we all wear the same shirts. You know, everybody wears company shirts, so everybody matches and looks professional. So it's like, there was no reason for them to act like that.
People do that all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
I guess the craziest thing, because I was telling you guys earlier about shooting the Avengers, there's two things that happen. Now, during the battle scene, if you've seen the movie, we were shooting off a lot of explosives and whatever. And you see this girl run in a restaurant with 2 other people. And then the next scene, you see her looking out the window at all, and we use this reflection of all those crazy aliens coming out of the sky. Well, in reality, when you see that trailer, you see this debris fall down. That was actually part of a building. It was a 2nd-story ledge, and all the shaking and rubbling after 80 years of exposure, and you know, probably the ice cracking it, and it came down. It literally hit a parking meter and stamped that baby in the ground. And I had a alarm switch to set off a siren, and I almost hit it off. It would have cost the company over $20 million if we started to shoot. So I was on the radio going, is everybody all right in the restaurant? Because it knocked out all the windows and everything just from hitting the ground, because it shook the building. So, and then the other crazy part that you guys didn't see, and we didn't get on the trailer because I wasn't allowed to use it, was we were doing that scene where all the Avengers are in a circle. And we're on this set of tracks going around, you know, to shoot the circle. And we're trying to position this big boom camera in the right position. So we're, you know, and everybody's on the set, they're trying to be cool. It's 92 degrees. And Scarlett Johansson's kind of like me, but she talks with her hands. You know, the guy that played Captain America standing right next to her, and she goes like this, hits his shield, it takes off, and it's hauling ass down the road. I got 2 technicians chasing it, and they're losing ground. That thing must have went 4 football fields before they got it. Yeah, and that actually happened. But if you watch that trailer, you can see this building come down, and I'm telling you, it scared the living shit out of me.
What other movies you wish you could have shot?
I wish I could have shot Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, with Kevin Costner. That still is my favorite movie. I think it's the most passionate story of love that I've ever seen, because he was willing to die for that lady. And, you know, the king awards him the sanctimonious act of marriage, because, you know, the guy that plays the king, I can't remember, Sean Connery, he comes in and interrupts the wedding scene. And it's always been my favorite movie. I must have watched that 30 or 40 times. And I think it shows the integrity of commitment, of right and wrong. You know, the sheriff of Nottingham was a piece of crap. He was gouging the people. He terrorized the, you know, the Earl of Nottingham was, you know, this man's father. And he murdered his father. And that's how he started, you know, at Sherwood Forest and, you know, all those guys. And, you know, it's based on a true story. It's not quite like the movie pitted it, but that's my favorite movie.
Oh yeah, for sure. As far as staying sober, right? What's been your motivation for it?
That's a good question. Very good question. I think once you get clarity of mind, sometimes you go backwards. You look at your past and you think, you know, if I'd have done this, if I'd have just been sober. You know, I think of the opportunities I had before I got sober. I could have been a billionaire. You know, I was working with my uncle at McDonnell Douglas, and I developed this remote control repair module for space. Cost McDonnell Douglas $460 million to build it. And you gotta remember, I'm drinking, I'm going to Washington. You want a party capital of the world? If you're working for somebody high up in the government, you get invited to every consulate. You know, we're one of only 3 countries that don't have prostitution. You think about all the foreign embassies. It's a party capital, trust me. But anyhow, you know, I was getting my jaw realigned because it was a little bent out of shape from all my escapades in the past. And I woke up at 11:30 at night, and the nurse said, "Aren't you involved with the space program?" And I kind of went, "Yeah, I am." And she wheeled it over, and I remember Dan Rather repeating the Challenger blowing up, knowing that I was going to lose $10 million of my personal money. And my uncle's company was going to lose the rest. And I still have residual regrets about that. 2 years ago, I got a registered letter from Naval Intelligence wanting to know where that satellite was. And the last time I even knew where it was in Golden, Colorado at Battelle Labs. I don't even know if it's there. I have no clue where it went. And it's got 1980s technology, so even if they used it, they'd have to retrofit it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, just here I am later in life. So that opportunity could have led to something. And I'm sure down the road when Elon Musk came around, I'd be right next to him going, "Baby, let's light this candle."
Speaking about Elon Musk, how do y'all feel about him?
Well, what
That nigga weird.
You think he's weird?
I think that nigga weird. I ain't gonna hold you.
Why?
That nigga gonna be watching that nigga movements. That nigga, he be tweaking out low key whenever he be talking on stands and anything. That nigga neck be twitching like the nigga about to just crash out on niggas. Like, what the fuck?
What you think about him?
I don't really know much about the nigga. I don't really pay attention to him.
What about you?
I stay away from all of that, man.
You stay away from politics?
I stay away from politics, weird people, weird rich people, ditties, anybody that use too much baby oil. I just stay away from all of that. You know, I ain't really got time for it. You can't even pay me enough to come shoot any of that. You know, like, you know, one thing of baby oil, that's cool. You know, two, I'm don't know. Don't look at what
You
an
know
X
you gotta
is at.
oil them up for them photo shoots you be taking.
You know, 2. That's why I said 2. Man, I mean, I'm gonna look for what the X is at to make sure we good. But 3, 4, you know, it's too much going on. I might have to just cancel this. I'm cool
That's
on
crazy.
it. I'll give you the money back and everything. Like I'm good. You know, stay away from all of that.
So right now, what y'all think is blocking y'all from reaching the top?
Ain't nothing blocking me, man. It's just it's a journey, man. Like this is fun though, you know what I'm saying? I think this is the fun part when you grinding towards.
Yeah, somebody told me that. They said once you get there, everything that you did in the past, it'll be worth it. It's a part of the story. He said don't think about it because once you get there, this is all part of your story. You know what I'm saying? So don't be stressing out about it because you had to do that to get to that place. Because I was thinking a lot of times in my position, why I didn't blow up, because I probably would have did something so crazy because I was so young, you know what I'm saying? And like, damn, I ain't need that money then. I probably would have spent it on Percocet and stuff like that. Like, I had to get my mind right. Like, something just happened for your life, you know what I'm saying? I just sober up.
Yeah, there's definitely a time and a place for everything. I feel like, yeah. And I don't know, you hear the rappers and everybody that have made it, it seems boring once you make it anyway. Once you get there, you got everything, you like, dang, what now? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is where I wanted to be, so.
And then your life switched, like, you can't even go out to eat regularly. You can't go shopping regularly.
It depends where your status at. I don't know, because you got
but
people like Adam Sandler who can do whatever.
Yeah, but look at Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, I was gonna say, they walk
just
wherever
lives
they
in
want.
He's out every day by himself.
By himself. J. Cole, a couple other people.
As far as the music we in, they try to take a chain.
Y'all beating up everybody, standing on everybody's business and everything.
Yeah.
Y'all, you know.
You know, it get kind of crazy. So what y'all think, what you need to just get over the hump?
More exposure. Just more exposure. More promotion. Keep reinvesting.
Yeah.
Like, that's something I had to learn early, because when I was early, I was fucking off a lot of the money I was making off my music and merch and shit, because I was partying. Now all these bitches want to fuck with me, and I was like, yeah, it's lit.
Right.
You thought you landed.
Yeah, I was like, shit, I got some shit. I got some motion, but like, it was sitting back, sober, thinking about it, and restructuring what I'm building. Like, all right, I gotta take these funds, reinvest, promotion, get out there more. Who am I? What my image look like? What the fuck jdas look like doing this? What do you look like doing that?
Yeah.
For really.
You can only stop yourself, man. You can only stop yourself, bro.
Shit, I feel like low key for me, main thing, probably need to learn to just fucking try and keep up with this generation and shit. I might be part of this generation in age, but nigga, I don't get along with it that way.
Like it's a lot faster now.
Yeah, like I be trying to give a message to motherfuckers, and they be wanting to talk
You
about
gotta do
this bitch, that bitch.
You gotta do the
like,
messages back to back. You gotta keep going because on TikTok they load 100 videos in 3 seconds.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And
That's how fast it can go
12-year-old
through the
kids,
algorithm.
If they don't have a cell phone, they're pissed off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the flip side of that, if you regulate it, they have access to the world. So there's good and bad with everything. You know, I remember when they were talking about regulating the internet, I was furious. And the reason is...
porn sites?
No. You can go to Xhamster and get all you want. The thing is, you know, I couldn't remember who the executive producer that granted me the chance to have the Avengers. I finally remembered his first name, but every time I looked it up, it's the new executive producer. He wasn't even at Marvel Studios when we shot that. And it's Josh Whedon. If I hadn't had this phone, I would have probably never figured it out. You know, he has a brother named Jeb, and you know, they helped a lot of people get into the sci-fi movie business because they used an act of faith. I don't know what Tom DeSanto said to Josh, but he didn't argue. He just reached out and he said, "You're the person I want." I imagine it was something like, look, this guy kept me in the game in sci-fi to believe he's the one.
For sure.
Probably made it, you know, short. And he didn't ask for my credentials. You know, I had never did a big movie production. And when those 2 trucks showed up with all those technicians, I was like, oh my God. And every time something would go wrong, I nearly pissed my pants because I didn't want to make a mistake, you know? I knew that the money was just going out the door to keep that production going. And, you know, just the cost of the food for the cast and the engineers and the special effects. And we had 2.5 blocks of shit scattered everywhere. It was amazing, you know? But, you know, you get there at 6 a.m. and all you could think about, and all I could think about was, why the hell did they put this control truck east of the manhole that's the sewer? Because every morning when I opened it up, it smelled like shit. It did, because the fumes were coming out of that manhole cover right into the truck. I finally got them to move it, but it was the reason they had it in that particular spot, all the RF communication to all the remote areas, it was the perfect spot for that. So being a ham operator, I said, could we move it, just raise the antennas? It would be wonderful. Because every morning I'd be going in there with the Dunkin' coffee and then I'd about puke when I opened the door. You know, it was horrible. It was
For sure.
crazy.
We talked about it earlier. You said if you take pictures for Doja Cat, that's your moment. So Otae, as far as doing a song, who would your moment be? Your dream feature?
Oh, I'm glad you said that. Shit, honest to God, probably that nigga Black Thought or Kendrick.
Kendrick Lamar?
Definitely.
jdas, what about you?
It'd probably be my nigga, Sada Baby.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure, some
Turn up.
turn up shit. Go out there, move my shoulders, all that.
So Eric, whose grass you say you made it? Whose grass you want to cut to say you made it to the top?
Shit. I don't know.
Well, if you could,
By the
like
frame,
Dave
not
Chappelle
the
or something, Dave Chappelle
Wait,
come on the
Gucci.
porch like, nigga,
Right.
nigga, you're doing
Lil
good.
Wayne?
Easy, Rick Ross, somebody like
Oh
that.
yeah, Rick Ross got a big yard.
He got a big,
He
Boosie
got
or
like
something.
6 yards.
Right.
Boosie, really, that's a contract.
That's
Boosie
fire.
kinda shut.
You know, Ross got the Holyfield estate.
Right.
So,
So as far as y'all, what y'all want to leave the people with a message? What you want to tell the people? Like, what would your mark on the world be right now?
Follow your dreams, man. No matter what. You're gonna have niggas trying to knock you down 24/7. You're gonna have people who claim they're your family, your friends, and all that shit. At the end of the day, they snakes.
stay
You got
focused.
you. Yeah, stay focused. That's all you gotta do. As soon as you feel like you're losing focus, man, ground yourself. That's all you gotta do. Ground yourself. Remember who you is and where you started from.
You're gonna always have downs and don't let it take
Oh,
you
yeah.
down.
Always.
The money's not the issue. It rides on 2 things,
Money
your
gonna
attitude and your health.
Mhm.
How many people has everybody known that was rich as hell and they lose their health?
Right.
What do they got? Nothing. They can't enjoy the money, they can't do whatever they want to pursue. So I remember my dad just telling me, always worry about your health. If you're healthy, you can always make money.
And how old are you?
74.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. So where can we all find y'all?
Stay humbly conceited. That's another thing too.
Okay.
That's my message to the people. Stay humbly conceited, man.
Where can we find you?
At Where Is Rob, spelled exactly the same. Where Is Rob 23 on IG. I got a website too, but all my updated work is on my Instagram. So definitely follow my Instagram for sure.
Where can they find you?
You can find me in Cleveland too, by the way.
Okay.
Cleveland on the map.
You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, you feel me, at its_Otae. That's OTAE. I got a show tomorrow, so y'all can come and check us out at the Vortex in Akron. See what y'all bopping with. Fuck with
Vortex.
everybody out there. Come on, let's see how y'all live.
Yeah, I go front. I want to talk about my mark in the world. It's okay to be nervous. Have the butterflies in your stomach. Go for something that you love. You feel me? Learn to love yourself. Learn to find yourself happiness. These motherfuckers ain't gonna show none of that to you, and that's okay. As long as you the shit, nigga, you the shit.
For sure.
Beautiful.
Shit.
I'm on jdas shit. You can find me everywhere. Capital JDAS, all platforms. TikTok, dopest jdas. Instagram, jdas. Everywhere. You feel me? Can. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just be on Facebook, and then what's my I think it's
Feiteira
24 on IG.
Okay, so if we want that grass cut, just hit you up on Facebook,
Yeah,
man.
just hit me up on Facebook.
Feiteira.
Got the best deals in town.
Okay.
You might want to spell that for him.
I was like, it's on the shirt, y'all.
Hey, right here.
Okay. Tracy.
Well, I have Heartland Film Studios on Facebook. I have myself on Facebook. I've never promoted any of my talents in a sense that I've quietly stayed low to the ground on just everything I've done. Never raised my flag, so to speak. Most of the people in my community have no idea of what I've done in my life. Just because I never went out there and said, hey, look at what I did. You know, the only reason that, I brought up the Avengers thing is he mentioned it, it was actually a work of love for me, but it was scary as hell. I mean, I had people that were top in the industry, the Russo brothers, all those technical engineers from Sony. I didn't know half of them, The actors, that we had 3,000 extra people in that scene. They trained for months, and it was so exciting, and the money was there. But you know what? I didn't get any repeat things. I guess they had something going with Captain America, and I just was in the wrong place at the wrong time and didn't get the call. So I'm just kind of sitting there waiting to see what's going to happen. I still have good ties with Sony. I'd like to do a movie, I'd like to direct and shoot one of his videos sometime. Some of the guys we've worked with, they show up late, like DJs and stuff. I like to be on time. It shows you care about being there and getting the job done, It's kind of an ethical thing with me, and I hope people pay attention to that, because the leaders in all our affairs, lawn care, singing, videography, they're earnest and they're legit and they're on time, and they know what they're doing. I've been bugging him.
You gotta respect the brand.
Yeah, I've been bugging him about the burnt pickle. I don't know whether it's open or not, but we got a show that got canceled that we promoted for 3 months. We go up there, the place is tore up inside. I don't even know if they got it put back together. I've called the number, nobody still answers. I found that,
Well, they just posted today, they reopen it next week.
Oh, is that what they posted?
Yep.
It only took them 6 months to redo the inside. If I took you guys up there and said I could pay you decent money, we'd probably had it done in a week, because I'd be saying, look at the money we're gonna make, and everybody be pounding all the way to 3 a.m. in the morning. It just, some people just don't have what it takes to be in the game.
Right.
And you really have to have that energized feeling that we're going after it. We're going to be number one. Who the hell remembers number two?